This is our Shibboleth. It's a class for beginners. It's free to the public. We reinforce the fundamentals. Welcome, everyone. Feel free to bring someone with you. This is broadcasted here Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. It's broadcasted on the homepage of our website, myshibboleth.com, and on Facebook. And then at 10:30, we will not be sending out a different link this morning. We will just transition over into our members only session at 10:30. Good morning. No, the website is not going away. Not sure. Heard no. Rather than explain it, I'll just say no. That was the wrong answer. It's in God's wisdom. I don't know. I don't know if I'll even be here tomorrow. How about that? I'm not aware of it going away. Good morning, everybody. Should we print the recipes off in case it does? Feel free to. Go for it. It's a lot of them. You can even go into your section, recipes, and there's a place in there where you can see the ones you favorited, just in case you don't have time to print off like the 2,000 or 3,000, more than 5,000, I think. There's more than 5,000 recipes in there, so you might want to focus on the ones that you like the best, so that you don't waste paper. Probably couldn't even eat all those recipes, but yeah, go for it. We put that print button on there. You bought it, you can have them, and if just feel free. Love it that you use them. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What did you miss? You didn't miss anything. I promise. Everything's all good. We're getting started with our class. Okay, it is Wednesday. It's Weigh Day. Hello, everybody. The website's still here. Let me show you, because this is what we're going to be working off of. This is our website. And if you're a member, we just go to dashboard. And when you go to dashboard, you'll see various dashboards depending on the level you're working through right now. So we want to go to fast track. And in fast track, you'll see your food library. This is kind of where we're focusing today, is in the food library. Okay. You see these little hearts. When you heart it, that lets the website know these are foods I like. Okay. And then you can see a compilation of the foods that you've hearted and that you like set aside. So you don't have to focus on all these things you don't like. But yep. So here's your food library. Lesson 1, we started on, what begins right will end right, starting your lifestyle off the right way. Yesterday, we got into the Shabola shield. The Shabola shield is more important than the foods that we're eating. There's no food inherently by itself that causes you to gain weight. You have to be in a calorie surplus in order to gain body fat. If you're also spiking your insulin levels, you will gain body fat so fast, it'll make your head spin. So we want to learn through the shield how to operate in a calorie deficit or in a balanced calorie way once we reach maintenance. And then we want to learn to control insulin. Control insulin over time. There's going to be some days you spike it. There's going to be some days you keep it low. But all in all, by starting this lifestyle, the goal is weekly, monthly, yearly, you had a lot less growth hormone in your system. Now, you don't hear many people talk about it in that way. You hear them talk about it, maybe, we need to watch our blood sugar, and then there's the insulin's a fat storage hormone. But if you'll think about it more like I think about it, I think you'll be more successful, because it's not about your daily insulin level. It's about your yearly insulin level. Doesn't it make very much common sense to you all that less growth hormone chemical in your bloodstream means better results throughout the year? Hey, Joy. So that's what we're after. We're after when they look at your A1C, that's a better indicator of your how your body's dealing with blood glucose over time than just getting it right after you eat a cookie. Same thing with insulin. We care about our insulin levels over time. It is okay to go to Red Lobster and have a holiday on Shibboleth and have a whole basket of Cheddar Bay biscuits. That's going to shoot your blood sugar through the roof. But what's more important is how you treat it the next day, because as it's tapering down, as fat storage hormones tapering down slowly, unlike blood sugar, slowly, if you just spike it a little, you're keeping it at levels where you can't efficiently burn fat. So we want to have the perfect day holiday system that we talked about yesterday. If there's any folks that are new here and you're not going to become a member, please reach out to us. All this is on the website. It's like $5 a month. But if you're not going to do that, you're sick and tired of people taking your money and you're not getting results, then reach out to Lisa. We'll send you these lessons that we do every week so that you can learn through osmosis. Okay? So we're here to help you. Just relax. All right? I got a good email yesterday. I hope you're not here. Because, whoo, another scam. Okay. Well, I'm trying not to be a scam. I'm here Monday through Friday, and I want to do my best to help you. And I get that it feels like a scam. Everything seems to be a scam these days, but I'm going to do my best to give you every piece of my heart and let you do with it what you want to. Okay? So it's Wednesday. We're doing categories today. So we've talked about the shield: drink your water, journal, eating the right food combinations, eat portions. We talked about that. If you think, go talk to my mama. I'm not picking on you. Mama did this for years. She'd be like, just a little's not going to hurt me. And she'd say, I can't get results on that program. When she finally subscribed to It's Either Perfect or It's a Holiday, goodness, she looks fantastic. She's done fantastic. Okay? So you got to be all in. You can't be straddling the fence with this lifestyle. If you have one foot in your old lifestyle, one foot in this new lifestyle, you're talking about hell on earth. Okay? That I'm not cussing. I really mean that. Anytime that you're struggling within and you're not all in and you're holding on to the past and holding on to the future, that is where the devil resides. We want to be present right now. Today's the day of salvation. Okay? So if you have a perfect day today, you're on the program. If you have a holiday today, you're on the program. If you have a so-so, okay, lukewarm day, like if you look at one of your shibboleth counterparts and you go, they say, what kind of day did you have? Almost a perfect day. There's no such thing. Okay? This is not horseshoes and hand grenades. Now, thankfully, it's easy to have a perfect day. When I say that word, it scares people off. There's nothing you can't have. We're using the shibboleth shield to manage our daily eating. We're using the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, your loins girded about with truth. No more operating in lies. No more lies. Sword of the Spirit, that's your why, that's your spirit, your enthusiasm. You can do this. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel. What does that mean? You've forgiven, you're walking in peace, in perfect peace. All right? So let's talk categories today. Today and tomorrow, we're going to work through the 7 categories of food. And I'm going to tell you all the beginner stuff you need to know that Fast Track may not have covered in a couple of minutes. And then Friday, we'll bring it all home and we'll have a good meal plan. We'll do things that way this week. So we categorized all whole foods. If it grows from the ground or roams the earth, we categorized it for this particular level. When you go into advanced levels, we've even figured out a way to categorize all the processed food. We do not espouse you eating processed junk. It's not good for you, but you're going to do it anyway. So we pick out lesser evils so that you can better manage your blood sugar while you're in pursuit of a more clean, whole food diet, and hopefully land over there with us in Faithfully Fit, where we really focus more on putting the right things first. But we're going to start today with whole foods mostly. We do throw in a little bit of processed stuff because it's such a staple of the American diet, and we don't want to take it away from you. It's not that you can't do without it. It's that's when the thoughts enter in. I can't do this. I'm missing out. So we want to be able to squelch that right out of the gate. You can have anything that you used to have. You might just have to have a different brand, have a little different product, but you're going to get the same taste. Okay? All calories are not created equal. We've heard that lie. None of us believe it anymore. We used to believe it, that all calories are the same. They're not the same. They all break down differently. Protein breaks down into amino acids. You don't gain body fat from consuming extra amino acids. Fat breaks down into fat lipids. And then you got the fat lipids that are easily stored as fat, especially in the presence of insulin. Carbohydrate breaks down into glucose. So they all break down different. If it was just a calorie thing, you could eat 1,000 calories of Moose Tracks ice cream every single day and lose just as much body fat as you could if you eat 1,000 calories a day of chicken and broccoli. We just know that isn't true. We know that. So why listen to that crap? All calories are not created. They all break down different. White rice, white pasta, white bread, the whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. One saucer of white rice can be equivalent to 30 teaspoons of sugar. You're getting such a surge of fat bus hormone, your booty ain't going to see the light of day for a month of Sundays if you do that. Stay away from white rice, white pasta, white bread. Use our alternatives that taste good. What's the difference? Those are so processed, it's like shooting up with sugar. You got to stay away from white bread, white pasta, white rice, and all their kinfolks. And putting soy sauce on white rice does not make it brown rice. Okay? All right. So categories. Here we go. Category 1, lean protein. All this is in the food library. I put this on the board so I can keep up with where I'm at because I'm getting some age on me. All right. So category 1, lean protein. In every gram of pure protein, there are 4 calories. Okay, why do I need to know that? That's good bang for your buck. And they're the kind of calories that the body almost cannot eat enough of them to store them as fat. Well, why do I need to know things like that? Let's say you're advanced and it's right before bed and you shouldn't be eating. You've had all your rations for the day, but you just can't sleep. You're so hungry. Well, if you eat chicken breast that doesn't have any fat cooked into it, it isn't the greatest thing to do before bed, but you're not going to turn that into body fat. So just understanding that protein has almost no propensity to be stored as fat if it's pure protein, like egg whites, chicken breast, turkey breast, those boar's head meats, boar's head and Dietz and Watson, like London broil, the lean ones, maple glazed ham, turkey breast, chicken breast, even the flavored ones, they're all going to be a category 1 lean protein. And of course, Dietz and Watson too. Let's see, 96% lean ground meat of any type, 96% lean ground meat of any type. Chicken, turkey, bison, beef, doesn't matter. 97% Hebrew National Franks. Those will work. Had a good hot dog this week. It was a 97% lean Hebrew National Frank on one of those new buns, those new hot dog buns. So there's just tons of stuff, tons of variety that you can do here. You're not a big, fish, all fish except for shellfish. We put that in a different category. But then you also have things that are not meat-based, okay? You've got low-fat cottage cheese, fat-free cottage cheese. You got Greek plain yogurt, not the ones with all the sugar in them. I just turned mine into flavored yogurt by putting some sort of flavor system on it. So you got Greek plain, You got your approved shakes, most of the shakes, approved shakes, Kroger Carmaster milk, fat-free Fairlife milk, okay? These are all category 1 lean proteins. They're all interchangeable. When you come over to advanced class, we can even rank these for you. But for now, you don't need to know that. It would just confuse the situation. Okay, so that's lean protein. Only thing bad about lean protein, it's really good that you eat fiber with it because it's hard to digest. That's also helping us because it slows down blood sugar, gets a lot of blood flow to the digestive system. Good things are happening. This is exercise in a category. These are exercise in a category if you don't overeat them. Okay, then you got category 2, fibrous carbs. There are 4 calories in a gram of fibrous carbs. The body can't get the energy out of them. So they're basically, most of these are freebies. The body can't get the energy. They're so full of insoluble and soluble fiber. I mean, think about it. You've never said, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to back away from the table. I have been eating too much broccoli. It's not going to happen, right? Now, where you get in trouble is when you buy that frozen broccoli and they've added fat to it, then you got a problem because it's no longer pure category 2. We're talking grown from the ground out of the produce section right here. So you got broccoli. We call broccoli exercise on a stalk. That's what we call it. Because you burn almost all the calories that you consume of the broccoli, you almost burn it all up just through digestion. It takes so much blood flow, and it's going to help you control the fat bus when we learn about the fat bus. You're controlling the fat bus. You're neutralizing your blood sugar, therefore neutralizing insulin. Every one of these foods are interchangeable in that way. Some are better than others, and broccoli's like the best. It looks like a mop for a reason. It also pushes the poo, okay? Doesn't have a laxative effect, but all that insoluble fiber. When you start shibboleth, if you eat a lot of broccoli, it might even constipate you at first. But what it's doing, it can't break, some of the fibers can't break down, and those fibers are pulling through the digestive tract and mopping out and grabbing onto toxins and fats and all this stuff so that it goes out through the digestive tract. That's what we're doing with our detox this week too. You got broccoli, asparagus, elliptical on a stem. You got cauliflower. Quit eating that rice and get you some rice cauliflower. You got Brussels, cabbage, all squash, peppers, cucumbers, jicama, leafy greens, all leafy greens. Goodness gracious. And that list goes on. Okay. By the way, just a quick lesson. If you were stranded on a deserted island and needed to lose weight, let's say that I had one of those fat camps there, PHAT, pretty hot and tempting, and you flew, you had all this money and you could come to my camp and get healthy. If all I had on the menu was 1s and 2s and I fed that to you 3 times a day, you'd be eating exercise on a plate. You'd be losing weight at every meal. And you come back 30 days later and the people wouldn't know you. So when folks say this is too hard, you mean you can't take some chicken breast and broccoli and get your life back? You can't take some fish and squash and get your life back. You can't take some London broil and some cabbage and get your life back. Come on, you don't want it bad enough. That's all there is to it. You don't want it bad enough. You gotta want to do this. Find your pulse today. You can do it. This is how I did it. All right, bread, okay? There are breads that don't break down like a white bread. The whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. There are breads that don't, let me repeat it. There are breads that don't break down like a white bread. White bread kills you. It's evil. It's poison. Every time you eat it with peanut butter, you store in the peanut butter. That's why when you look in the mirror and you see them little indentions, that ain't cellulite, that's peanut butter. You was eating too much peanut butter with the white bread. All we had to do was switch out our white bread to an approved bread. What's the difference? They're fortified with protein and fiber. There's more than 100 of them, and we slow down the insulin impact, and we eat a peanut butter sandwich. It tastes like a peanut butter sandwich, but our body thinks we've tricked it. It says, this ain't breaking down like a bread. It tastes like a bread. Tastes like, it tastes like a bread, but now that it's in here, it's not like a bread. It's not like that bread. I'm having to work on this. I'm having to break it down. This is more like a green bean. So you tasted peanut butter sandwich, but your digestive system, your metabolism seen peanut butter and green beans. Ain't that fun? Well, you ever heard anything like this? From you, 20 years, and we're tired of it. Can you come up with something different? All right. So we got category 2 bread. You've got like Healthy Life, 35 calorie, Healthy Life, 40 calorie bread. You've got your Olay Wellness tortillas. You've got La Tortilla, factory tortillas. You've got Joseph's high fiber bread products. These are just a few. So what am I doing? There's nothing up here on the board. Listen, there's nothing up here on the board that would hurt you if you eat it up to 3 times a day and control your portions. Now I've got sandwiches because I can have a condiment. I can learn about condiments. So I can have me a La Tortilla factory tortilla, put me some turkey breast in there, put me a little condiment that's 0 calorie like mustard, a little approved mayo, and I've got a sandwich. So there's nothing on the board up here that would cause you any problem so far. Nothing. Even those breads, if you don't overeat them, now you got your hamburger. I could take me a 96% lean ground meat, and I could make me a hamburger patty and put that on my Healthy Life hamburger bun. Boom, boom, boom. Put my approved condiments on it. I've got a burger. But watch. What's the big deal then? I don't hear anything sexy, Travis. I don't hear anything that's new. I've been eating hamburgers. I'm going to go just eat hamburgers, but I gain weight when I eat hamburgers. That one little pivot that we did, we upgraded our meat and we got a better bun. Isn't that worth it? Okay, I think it's worth it. So these are our category 2s. Now I'm going to go to category 3. All of this, if I'm going too fast and it feels like you're drinking water from a fire hydrant, all of this is laid out perfectly in our fast track system so you can slow it down. If you don't want to do that, you got to keep coming. I do the same thing every week till you learn it. And I'm going to leave a little time for questions. I'm going to go over one more category. Category 3, complex carb, 4 calories in a gram, just like the others, but these break down into glucose. The slower they break down to glucose, the less fat bus I get. Fat bus is insulin. Insulin is fat bus. Fat storage appetite goes up and you stop your fat burning. So with these, I got to be careful. If I eat them the wrong way, I got a problem. If I eat them by themselves while I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not going to be able to lose body fat efficiently. Your weight will go up and down, but you won't be losing body fat. You've got to understand what to pair with these carbohydrates to slow that blood sugar impact down. So good carbs, tomato, onion, carrots, potato, all types, potatoes, corn, limas, peas, whole grains, 100% whole grains, 100% whole wheat. These are examples of complex carbs. How I eat them is I look at what I'm craving. Sometimes I crave a potato. So if I'm craving a potato, I look at my combination chart in the beginning. Of course, I know it now. Most people here know it now. I take that potato and I look at the combination chart and I know it's a category 3 and it tells me I got to have a 1 and a 2 with it. And when I put that 1 and a 2 with it and I eat the right portion, I'm bringing the blood sugar down. So I had a hamburger steak patty, 96% hamburger steak patty. I had a medium potato with 0 calorie butter spray, fat-free sour cream, salt and pepper, and green beans. Is that a perfect meal? Hamburger steak, potato, green beans on a portion plate.
Oh, yes, that sounds divine.
Yes. Thank you, Vicky. Me too. It's like this is dieting. This is not dieting. Okay. So now, will you lose weight fast if you add the potato? No, but you're losing weight, and you're not doing this like you've done it before. You're not doing it to lose weight and go back to your old eating behaviors. You're trying to adopt a new lifestyle. You're adopting a lifestyle that works. Sometimes you do it fast, sometimes faster, sometimes the fastest. And if you look at your combination chart that's in your resources, you'll see red column, yellow column, blue column. Red column is the fastest weight loss. I think blue column is the life-saving column, because that taught me how to have my carbohydrate without the adverse impact. And that's the end of today's Drink Water from a Fire Hydrant lesson. Any questions before we transition to the members only class? Do we have any new people here? You're new, a little overwhelmed. Hey, Laura Dean, anything I can answer for you? Anyone? Will this work for diabetics? It did for me. It did for me. Yep. I was on multiple prescription medications, and it did for thousands of others here. If you have prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, those are really just warning signs. You can reverse those. If you have full-on diabetes, you can better manage the amount of insulin you've got to have throughout the rest of your life, which is going to increase your lifespan and increase your quality of life.
Yeah, Travis, mine was type 2. When they caught it, they didn't put me on insulin. I've actually been able to reverse it. He's going to take it off my record probably in another year. He said he's going to, but it's been, my A1C's been 5 to 5.4. It's the highest it's been for the past almost 4 years. And my A1C started out at 14.5.
Ooh, good gracious. Praise the Lord. That's life-saving stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Good gracious. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's life-saving, life-altering. And we're eating hamburgers, really.
Hey, Travis, I've been trying those red and green recipes.
Uh-huh.
This one that's got the pineapple in it. Oh my gosh. I used about a half a bottle of that BAI that's got the mango and the flavoring in it. Yeah. Oh, it's good. I'm drinking it right now.
Yeah, and you're just flooding your gut, your digestive tract with good food for all the good bacteria. So your immune system's going to go through the roof. Prebiotics, I love those for that very reason. We don't get enough prebiotics, especially if we're trying to lose weight, because we don't get to eat fresh fruit, fresh vegetables very often. We get to eat the vegetables, but not much fruit until we get to maintenance. So we really miss out on prebiotics. And that's why I'm not for a long-term carnivore or keto diet, because they're not telling you there's no way to get that good bacteria in eating meat all the time. You can't do it. You have to have fruits and veggies. But if we're trying to lose weight and we're eating a lot of fruit, we got a problem there, because we can't get into very deep calorie deficit and we're spiking insulin. When we get into maintenance, I'd rather folks eat organic fruit as a snack than eat a bar. But right now, it's all about getting the body fat off. All right, y'all, I love you. We're switching gears. I'm just going to hit the camera, and then in like 60 seconds, I'm coming back, and we'll do our members only lesson. If you're new here, you're not a lifetime member, you're welcome to stay. First class is always free. Lisa, we will not be using a different link. We're just going to transition right into here. Be right back, everybody.